Hello and good morning, dear students. As we are moving on in our chapter 4th, metals and non-metals. In our last class, we have discussed the physical properties of metals, and today we are going to start the chemical properties. Chemical properties means the change in the chemical composition of any element, of any substance. So chemical properties we can consider a daily life example taking place around us is rusting of iron. Means if we keep any iron in open atmosphere or in contact with water, so it starts rusting, means it is changing its color. Changing its color means iron is making oxide. Oxide means it is reacting with the oxygen present in the atmosphere, or it starts reacting with the oxygen present in the water. So it starts forming iron oxide. So it is a chemical property. We can consider some more examples. So starting from first, reaction with oxygen. As most metals react with oxygen to form metallic oxides, means whenever a metal reacts with oxygen, it forms metallic oxides. As iron reacts with oxygen, forms iron oxide. Copper reacts with oxygen, forms copper oxide. Magnesium reacts with oxygen, forms magnesium oxide. As copper is kept in open for some days, a green colored coating takes place due to reaction with oxygen. So the green color is a mixture of copper hydroxide and copper carbonate. This example we can observe in our daily life as we are using copper utensils for many purposes. So you observe that after some time or after some days there may be a green color coating start collecting on the surface of copper utensil. So it is the reaction with oxygen. So the copper reacts with oxygen, reacts with carbon dioxide, reacts with hydrogen dioxide, H2O, carbon dioxide CO2, and oxygen O2. These three are present in the atmosphere. So copper reacts with these atmospheric elements and forms copper hydroxide. Copper hydroxide, the formula is CuOH whole twice, and copper carbonate, the formula is CuCO3. So it is the reaction of copper with oxygen, means copper metal reacts with oxygen, forms copper hydroxide and copper carbonate. Now next is magnesium reacts with oxygen to form magnesium oxide and produces white flames. Means magnesium when reacted with oxygen, it produces magnesium oxide 2MgO. In the same way, iron reacts with oxygen to form iron oxide. Iron, the symbol of iron is Fe, reacts with O2 means oxygen and forms iron oxide. Fe3O4 is the formula of iron oxide. So these three are examples of metal react with oxygen and forms metallic oxides. Now next, moving on to the non-metals reacts with oxygen to form non-metallic oxides. As metal with oxygen produces metallic oxide, in the same way non-metal reacts with oxygen gives us non-metallic oxides. As carbon is a non-metal, burns in air to form carbon dioxide, C plus O2, the formula of carbon dioxide is CO2. The next is sulfur, burns in air to form sulfur dioxide. The symbol of sulfur is S, reacts with oxygen O2, gives sulfur dioxide SO2. So these are the chemical reactions of metal with oxygen gives metallic oxide, and non-metals reacted with oxygen gives non-metallic oxides. So we have one activity for metals. For this activity, for this experiment, take 1 spoon full of rust and water and prepare a solution. Means you have to add some rust, means 1 spoonful of rust, and pour it in water solution, and after shaking there is a solution. As we make solution of water and salt at our homes, in the same way we can make the solution of rust and water. So test the solution with red and blue litmus papers. When we pour some drops of rust and water solution on these two litmus papers, then we observe that the red litmus paper turns blue, means the color of the red litmus paper reacted with the solution of rust and water changes its color, and red litmus paper turns into blue, and blue litmus paper will not change its color. So it gives us result that metals or metallic oxides are basic in nature. Means if any solution changes the red litmus paper color into blue, it concludes that the solution is basic. The next is activity for non-metals. Burn some amount of sulfur with water. Means as we have made solution of rust and water, for non-metals we have taken one non-metal sulfur, made solution with water. To make this solution we have to boil water and pour sulfur in it, and after cooling this for some time make a solution, means add some more water. Try the same process as with metals. We observe that blue litmus paper turns red. Means as we made solution of metals, in the same way we make solution of non-metals and pour some drops of that solution on both red and blue litmus papers, and we observe that this time the color of red litmus paper will not change, but the color of blue litmus paper turns red. Means if any solution turns the blue litmus paper color into red, it concludes that the solution is acidic. Understand the metal and non-metallic concept with a simple equation. Means if any solution turns red litmus paper into blue, means the solution is basic. It happens in metals only, and in non-metal cases blue litmus paper changes into red, it concludes that non-metals are acids. So metals are basic nature and non-metals are acidic in nature. One practice question is for you. How will you find any solution whether the solution is acidic or basic in nature? Explain the process. Hope you understood the chemical property first, means the first chemical property, reaction with oxygen. Best of luck. Meet you soon in our next class. Goodbye and have a great day. If you have any query or suggestions related to class, you are most welcome. You can contact us.